Says the Heilige Gemara, Shtayim kol chasas shisafilu tefach Amar Rabbo v'chein l'Shabbos. Migu David Evan in Sukkah have a doifen le'inyan Shabbos. 2 walls in a little bit. Klabe Sukkah, we know that's a Sukkah. We remind ourselves, does everyone hold 2 in a little bit? The answer is
Simon.
No, before Rav Simon. Who holds 3 in a little bit?
No.
Rav Shimon, not Rav Shimon Gamliel. Shimon. Migu David Evan in Sukkah, David Evan in Shabbos. It's a doifen for a Sukkah, it's a doifen for a Shabbos. Frak the Heilige Gemara, Migu. Do we actually say this? Migu means since. Do we say such a rule in our scenario? Ve'odanya, we learned in a brayso, doifen Sukkah, doifen Shabbos. Ubilvad. Okay. V'yisei Shabbos al Sukkah. But Shabbos is more. Everything good? No chicken. Drink the gravy. V'yisei Shabbos al Sukkah. Shabbos is more chomer than Sukkah. Why? Shabbos ain't only teres elbow in parts. Shabbos is only mutter if you have more oimid than parts. If you have more wall than space. Zayin Amar Aleph, 2 lines from the wide lines. Masha Enkin b'Sukkah. So says the Gemara, my love, Yisera Shabbos de Sukkah. What does it mean, Yisera Shabbos of Sukkah? L'chayra means Shabbos on Sukkah is Yeser is more chomer than what? Sukkah. Which means what? V'lo yamrinon migu. Which means, klar, we don't say migu, because if we said migu, then Shabbos of Sukkah is not more chamer. Then Shabbos of Sukkah is the same thing as Sukkah. That you could carry in the Sukkah. Answers the Gemara, loy. Yisera Shabbos de Alma al Shabbos de Sukkah. That's what it means. It means a regular Shabbos is more chamer than Shabbos of Sukkah, which, if you're thinking, is exactly the din of Rabbah. What was Rabbah's din? That Davka on Shabbos of Sukkot, this 2 and a little bit works he could carry. On Shabbos not of Sukkot, this 2 and a little bit does not work. So the Gemara's teretz is no. The brayso fits perfectly with Rabbah. Yisera Shabbos de Alma al Shabbos de Sukkah. Now, I point out, just to not get lost, Rabbi, is everything okay over there? Things are shaking. Shikal earthquake in Haverstraw? We're good. Okay, Baruch Hashem. Says the Gemara, 1 second. Now the kasha of the Gemara, I'm just explaining my difficulty I have. This kasha, if you get lost, you think we're asking a kasha, and then you get lost. What's going on here, it's a Lashon kasha. Whenever you have a Lashon kasha, it means good teretz, it fits beautifully, but the words don't work. So if the answer is going to be, no, the words work, we can reinterpret the words, then our original teretz stands. That's just in tzura of what, in the outline of what the Gemara is doing. Says the Gemara, Ihachi, frak the Gemara, Lisninami Yisera Sukkah di Alma, Sukkah di Shabbos. Why does the Brisa not say that Yisera Sukkah di Alma, that a Sukkah is more chamer than a Sukkah di Shabbos? Di'ilu Sukkah di Alma, bayu tefach seichik. You need this 1.1. Di'ilu Sukkah di Shabbos, loi baya tefach seichik. Why? Visagi bilechi. And it's going to suffice with what? 1 little lechi. Why? What's our mikar to ask this kasha? The best way to ask the kasha is to prove that the person you're talking to holds this. Da'at, you Rabbah, who da'amrit, you hold. Sikech al gabe mavui sheyesh loy lechi. If you put schach on a mavui that has a lechi, it's kosher. So frak the Gemara, why did the Brisa not speak that chiddush out? The Brisa said what? Shabbos of Sukkah, Shabbos de Alma is more chamer than Shabbos de Sukkah. Why did the Brisa do that? Why did the Brisa equate Minei Ubei itself? Answers the Gemara, Lo Hahu Lo Yitzrich. That we didn't need to say. Why do you need to say it? It's a Gavaldik Chiddush. Says the Gemara, because intuitively you would know that. Misvara, logically you know that. How do you know logically? Because Hashta mekilta lechamirta amrinon, mechamirta lekilta lekolshkein. Meaning, what's more chamer? Shabbos. What's less chamer? Sukkah. So if mekilta lechamirta amrinon, if we're saying omigu from kal to chamer, from Sukkot to Shabbos, that is works for Sukkot, Kol Shekena works for Shabbos, then certainly it's going to go the other way. And certainly that which works on Shabbos will work for Sukkot. And that's why the Brisa did not have to speak it out. So in summation, the Gemara stands with the original Migu, that it's a wall for Sukkot, it's a wall for Shabbos.
So that lemais is
the maskana, according to
sukkah in a movie with a lechi is kosher also.
Nachon. But even more than that, the shayla is I don't know. I think it's actually a la'alacha. Let's say you make a sukkah, you have two walls and a little bit. Can you lemaisa carry in there on Shabbos in middle of Flabash, middle of Shus Ram Teresa? I think the answer is yes, but again, when we have an Erev over here, so we don't have to worry about it. Says the Gemara.
How can you bring a raya?
There's no Erev in Brooklyn, no.
How can you
I
bring
mean,
a raya?
what?
How can you bring a raya from Sukkah?
No. That was very
Same
politically
problem
good.
as Manhattan?
Yeah, Mamish. Ramay showed the same tshuva. What?
So what are you guys doing in
How can you
Brooklyn?
bring a raya from
That's why they're all leaving.
Price of the houses now should go half right away.
Migu. How does Migu work? Okay, Chaver, let me just point out. Yes, a very good kasha, which mechatesi, basically he's saying. Every yid is a good mechatesi, Nick. Meaning, Migu, how does Migu work? It's just funny. Because it works for this, it works for this. It's almost like saying, because... Yeah. It's more chamer. In a chanami. No. In a chanami. But that is the koyach of Migu. That's the chiddush. But you are pointing out something very important, is that Migu, to allow a Migu to go so far, is not so, is a chiddush, and that's Gufa what the Gemara is saying, but in a chanami. Gufa, Zakta Hiligi Gemara, let's go, we have 6 minutes. Amar Rabba. And we turn over to Zayin Amid Beis. Sikechal Gabe Mavi Sheish Lechi. We just quoted this case. Kashayro. Ve'omar Rabba Nocha Sikechal Gabe Pasei Birois. In case you forgot what it was, Rashi shows us another picture. Top left corner, Kishayro. Utzricha. Why? We have 3 cases of Rabba or Rava. Why do we need these 3 cases? Number 1 is our Migu, 2 walls and a little bit. Number 2 is the Mavi. Number 3 is Pasei Birois. Diash Minan Mavi, if you just case number 2 by Mavi, I would have thought. Misham Lamaisa, Dikashay Defanis Maliyasa. There's 2 Gishmaka walls. Avol Gabe Pasei Birois. That what? The Lekashay Defanis Maliyasa. They're not 2 good walls. Aimalai would think it doesn't work. Diash Minan Pasei Birois. I would have thought what? Misham Dikashay Arba Defanois. Lemaisa, on all 4 sides, you have a shtick wall. There's a shame of 4 walls. Avosik Gabe Mavoi. Delagashim Arba Defanois. Aimalai. Viashmina Hani Tarti. And let's say we said Basi Birois. And let's say we said Mavoi. I would have thought Mechamir to the kilt. It's going from Chomer to Kal. It's going from Shabbos to Sukkah, Avame Kilta Lechamirta, from Sukkah to Shabbos, which you just pointed out is a massive chiddush. Eimaloi, Tzricha. Therefore, we need that case. Continues the Gemara. Rav Shechama Semiruba Meitzi Lasa Psula. Chamas Amruba Meitzi Lasa Psula. If you have more sun, then shaded is possible. Tanarabanon. A massive chiddush. Chamas Machmasikuch. Reminder. Rashi on the first Mishnah of the Masechta says what? Al Shei Maschach Korui Sukkah. So says the Gemara, if we're turning up the shade, what's it all about? The Schach, Chamasa Tanaraban, and Chamasa Machmasikoch, Veloi Machmas Defanois. It has nothing to do with the Defanois. Have clear walls, I don't care. It doesn't make a difference if the walls give shade or not. Rabbi Yashaya Oimer Nein, Af Machmas Defanois. The Defanois have to give off shade. Amar Avim Bar Shamayim Mishmei Dabai. My time with Rav Yishai. Where did Rav Yishai get this entity that the walls need to give off shade? The shade in Torah. V'sakoisa al ha'aroin es ha'paroiches. That you have to literally cover over the aroin with the paroiches. I think when you read this pasuk in the Torah, you think it's referring to probably the paroiches on top of the Mishkan, which it isn't. It's referring to the paroiches between the Kodesh and the Kodesh HaKadoshim. Explains the Gemara, paroiches is mechitzahi. It's a partition. And yet the Torah calls it Succah, covering it. Alma mechitza kischach be'inon. We see that a mechitza has to be like the Succah. Therefore, it says Rav Yeshaya, we see it has to cover over. It says the Gemara of Rabbanon, Aho de nekev be'porta de mechse kischach, that the pareiches curved over a little bit on the top. That's what it means, the mechse kischach. But say the Rabbanan lamaisa, your walls do not have to give off shade, which I believe is how we paskin. We mentioned last time there might be a chumrah to have not clear walls. I don't think so. There's the 5 towns is a shul. I wonder if they still do it. They had all 4 walls clear. Very gishmak. Very, very gishmak. I wonder if there's a chumrah. A lot of it. It the loose like people have 1 panel, they had 50. The whole thing. Amar Abaye, we have 2 minutes. Amar Abaye, Rebbe, Rav Yeshaya, Rav Yehuda, Rav Shimon, Rav Gamliel, Ubei Shammai, Rav Eliezer, Ve'achirim. What do they all hold? And this really brings us from Daf Beis, where we learn Shitas Rav Yehuda of a sukkah being 20 amos tall, all the way to this moment. Rabbi Ditanya, Rabbi Amir Kol Sukkah Shem Ba'arba Amos Psula. We've learned that Shita Machlekes has to be 4x4, or what's the other Shita? Minimum size of the sukkah?
7x7.
Someone just said it on the computer? 7x7. Very good. Someone I think said on the computer also. 7x7. Rabbi Yeshaya, Hadamar, and we just quoted Rabbi Yeshaya that the walls have to give off shade. Rabbi Yehuda, which we pointed out, if anyone doesn't know Shitas Rabbi Yehuda, they officially have kicked themselves out of the Chabura. By now I'm assuming they've welcomed themselves back because they chazir the first Mishnah. Rabbi Shimon, which we just started off today quoting Rabbi Shimon, which we learned yesterday. Rabbi Shimon Aimer Gimel Kilchas of Vital Filu Tavach Mekairis Yishim LeMikra Yishim LeMesaira Lachlom Shemisinai V'chulu.
How these arise that has to be.
Oh, so we mentioned Taisus points out that it's a different type of keva. If you look at Taisus Kulus Virlu, about 8 lines from the narrow lines, ends of the narrow lines, so he says Al Karchan Ein Shavin. They're not equal in their keva-ness. Because as we're about to see, Beis Shammai says the sukkah has to be 7x7, and that's Beis Shammai says you have to be able to hold your table. Each level of keva is a different level of keva. Rav Gamliel,
It's the most machmir of each of those.
basically, keva just means something like that. Oh, we have to have for Meir. Let's just finish. Rav Gamliel Detanya, Haisik Rosh Hagal Rosh Hasfena. The poet is a little bit of an emotional topic right now. Let's continue. Rav Gamliel Paisel, Rav Kiva Machshir. Beis Shammai Titinan Misha Rosh Ruv Esegum Shachar B'Chabayis. Beis Shammai Paisel B'Sal Machshirin. Rabbi Eliezer Titinan Osik come in Serif. Oh, he says something like it's around like a hunter's guy, or it's leaning on a wall. Rav Eliezer Paisel. Why? If you she'in lo gag, another form of keva. Chamachshirim. Achirim. Tenachirim Raim Osik Osik Shayvach. Psula. If you she'in lo zavius, it has no corners. If you make a circle sukkah, and that leads us into tomorrow or Sunday, which will chazer over the math, which is Rav Yechanan Sukkah Kikivshan Shkoya.